does an argument over a television program end up with a murder, an attempted murder, and a suicide?
Now, Jason Kinney, 47 years old, shot himself in the shed hours after gunning down his wife, Crystal Kinney. Now, this was caused because she suggested he turn off the San Francisco 49ers and Indianapolis Colts game on Sunday. Now, allegedly, Jason had been drinking and the demand sparked a mass fight. Bad enough that Crystal told her 12-year-old son to call 911. They state the boy ran to the neighbor's house and heard gunshots. But when the police had arrived at the Kinney's home, they found Crystal shot dead and her 13-year-old daughter shot in the face and shoulder. The stepdaughter was rushed to a local hospital in critical condition where she is recovering. The stepdaughter told the cops that she begged him to not shoot her over and over again. Now, the boy who fled to the neighbor's home, as well as their 1-year-old daughter, was unharmed. Now, during a search of the family's home, the officers found a note that Crystal wrote to her husband, urging him to get help for his substance abuse. Now these kids are left without parents. As always, thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved in this situation.
Clear about one thing, I didn't use any racial slurs.
Now, if you don't know who this is the motherfucker that Metcalf snatched up. Clearly he said some shit out of his mouth he shouldn't have said. Is this just another payday? He's holding a press conference with a suit on and a backwards hat? Yeah, you guilty.
Animal abuse, racism, like I get hot right away. Like I can feel it in my face, it gets all warm. Oh, hate speech. I mean, none of that stuff at the game. Actually, never. 15 years season ticket holder for the Lions. I've never done that.
This motherfucker trying to plead his case too hard. And I can certainly understand why. This motherfucker right here is what you call a troll.
My family's getting threats and stuff, and it's not cool.
Maybe you should have thought about it before you said whatever you said out of your mouth. I'ma just say this right here. You hold a press conference to claim your innocence, but never mention what the fuck you said. So clearly you said some shit that you shouldn't have said because you will be mentioning that in your interview. This is a money grab, and I hope you don't get a damn penny. Now you motherfuckers see that file number up there starting with EFT? Go on and go search it. This is one of the newly released documents that was released on Tuesday, which implements the convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, but also Donald Trump. Now this person alleges that she was trafficked by Epstein, but also her uncle. She was a 13-year-old pregnant girl in 1984. She claims that her newborn was unalive and disposed of, all because she gave birth while in the middle of some shit going down. Victim then goes on to providing details about what happened to that newborn. And she alleges that it happened on Lake Michigan in a yacht. And old Donnie boy was a witness to these allegations. Again, this file number right here is viewable to the public. So if you confused about what happened on Lake Michigan, go look it up. This shit right here don't make no sense. No fucking sense at all.
Pull camera. Well, we had somebody had a pull camera in the house. When I see it pull up, I see the three of you get out, walk up to the house, just you and Alonzo. He knocks on the door. You don't open the door at first. You start walking away. As soon as you're partway down the street, or partway down the driveway, he comes outside, so you guys walk back. Okay?
Now this person right here is allegedly supposed to be involved in that terrible tragedy that took place in Minnesota. This man claims that it's not him, that they have the wrong guy. But shit gets more interesting.
On the door there was a camera. And you had gloves on, you had a mask on. We're still able to tell it's you. With a mask on. Yeah.
The police are convinced they have the right person. The detective also mentions that they have audio, as there were several cameras surrounding that house. This guy continues to claim his innocence. States he was with his child that day, and that his baby mama didn't want to come get the child, using his child as an alibi, knowing that his child can't say yes or no.
There's also audio, and you can be heard on there saying, "Ain't no big dog, is it?" What? Ain't no big dog, is it? What do that mean? Ain't no big dog, is it? Not yet.
Kinda sound like the same person to me. But I'm not the detective. Again, this is a terrible tragedy that shouldn't have took place to begin with. And my thoughts and my prayers go out to those little kids, because now they're left without parents and a sibling, but also might have to relive that tragedy for the rest of their life. So if you had New Year's Eve plans this year, you might as well cancel them. Major cities in the US are canceling New Year's Eve events because of safety concerns. Just last week, this extremist group was charged with conspiracy and possession of an unregistered destructive device in connection with an alleged plot. And this one incident happened in Southern California. After law enforcement agencies seeing numerous images, they knew it was time to make an arrest, as they are urging people, if you don't have a means for being outside, to please stay at home. But it's not only happening in the United States. Paris has canceled all New Year Eve plans, and the list just keeps going on and on. And if you're wondering why everyone is now canceling New Year Eve plans, safety concerns and security threats. A simple Google search can let you know all places that have canceled New Year Eve events. This might just be the year to bring New Year's in at home. Now don't get me wrong, there's always safety concerns when New Year's comes around, but is it worth it? We are literally going backwards instead of forward. Take a look at this.
United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
White people feel privileged, so why would they apologize? About 90% of positions held in office is held by white people. So why the fuck would they apologize now?
Today solved one of the great insecurities that I had. Because as I've watched Nicki Minaj come out and declare her support for the truth, for courage, and for wisdom.
Like, do we not see what's going on here? They're literally holding rallies in broad daylight. They're not hiding this shit anymore. We are literally doomed as a nation. We are so divided right now, it makes no fucking sense. And to top it off, to use a celebrity just to try to gain advantage, she gonna get canceled too. And the worst part about this, we ain't even made it through the first year. We still got 3 more years of this bullshit. And on top of that, we gotta worry about this motherfucker probably getting back into office in 2028. Fuck that. Count me out. I'm just wondering, has her fan base declined yet? Because now Nicki Minaj showed up to Turning Point USA.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
This motherfucker consider Trump a role model? And she called that motherfucker handsome. Ass kissing at its finest. Count me out.
Role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president.
She just called J.D. Vance an assassin? Is this Assassin's Creed? Is he out there taking souls and giving numbers? Count me out.
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back.
So I say again, is her fan base declining? Cause she definitely done sold her soul. I'm glad I was never a fan and never listened to her shit. Birdman probably saying, what the fuck? I wonder if 50 Cent caught this shit. Count me out. What the hell is going on in San Francisco, y'all? So last night, over 130,000 homes and businesses was without power. A mass power outage hit the San Francisco area last night. Around 1 p.m. yesterday, the power outage started, which was on the northern side of the city. But at its peak, 1/3 of the city had lost complete power. They're stating as of today, this morning, power was restored to almost 110,000 homes and businesses, but over 20,000 people are still without power. I feel bad for the motherfuckers that was using those Waymos last night, because when the power went out, them motherfuckers did as well. Just imagine being stuck inside of a car in an intersection and not able to get out because the power is gone. Count me out. Now PG&E posted on X saying that the grid has been stabilized and no further power outages are expected to happen. But who's to blame for this shit? Now the root cause of this investigation is still ongoing, so make sure you follow and stay tuned for more information. Now, it's gonna be a lot of excuses after this one. Oh, we didn't have Jordan Love, but that motherfucker was there at the beginning of the game. Concussion protocol. Oh, y'all won facing a backup. Let's be honest, that backup was doing way better than Jordan Love. That motherfucker was out there throwing darts, running left and running right, having the Bears defense all messed up. But at the end of the game, you see who won. Better fuck down. Now, some of y'all might say that hit to Jordan Love was intentional. Shit, maybe it was. Maybe it was to get his ass removed from the game. Maybe it was so that they can get the advantage. Either way it go, better fuck down. We are leading the NFC North. It's definitely looking like January football. Could the Bears go all the way? One game at a time. For the ones saying the Packers own the Bears, count me out. Heavy rain falls in Dubai is prompting officials to warn residents to stay their ass at home. They don't want you coming outside for no reason at all. Count me out. The police message was sent to mobile phones advising citizens to avoid unnecessary outings until mid-Friday or Saturday morning. But the severe weather has also prompted alerts in neighboring Gulf countries. They are urging residents to stay at home because of the rain, because the rain is flooding places all over. Most people believe this is being caused because of cloud seeding. Now, even with notifications being sent to people's phones, people still aren't listening and they're still going outside anyway. Count me out. These floods are happening all around the world. It's just not in the United States, unfortunately. Cloud seeding is a motherfucker. Be safe out there. If you ain't gotta be out there, don't go out there. So after several months of talking about it, he's finally did it.
Today, I'm pleased to announce that I will be signing an executive order to reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 controlled substance.
So what does this mean, you say? Now marijuana will be classified in the same drug class as Tylenol with codeine. So don't get too happy yet, because that don't mean that it's legal.
With legitimate medical uses, we have people begging for me to do this.
This right here gives scientists the green light so they can go ahead and study it to see how it can help people that's in excruciating pain. And since cannabis has never been studied by the FDA, this now gives them the option to do so. And since there have been independent studies that show that marijuana is medically beneficial, now they're gonna see it for themselves. But I honestly would like to know you guys' thoughts. Do you believe this is a good step in the right direction? Especially if it's gonna help people in need.
Good evening, America. 11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it.
At this point, I'm sure MAGA don't even believe the crap that comes out of his mouth.
During a Democrat administration, and it's when we first began hearing the word affordability.
This guy right here is a class act. Count me out. Ain't shit been affordable in America for I don't know how long.
America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple. We are making America great again.
You're making America great again for who? That's the question. Because the approval ratings say otherwise.
Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation is stopped. Wages are up. Prices are down. Our nation is strong. America is respected. And our country is back, stronger than ever before.
He said inflation is down. Prices are down. He says America is respected while other countries laugh at us because of him. Okay, Don Nakan, you sold us all tonight. You trying to make us believe that shit? Count me out. Don Nakan say they gonna reclassify Mary Jane. But do y'all remember this?
Some people hate the whole concept of marijuana because if it does bad for the children, it does bad for people that are older than children. But we're looking at reclassification, and we'll make a determination over the next few weeks.
Now, he said this to reporters in August. Now he said this the other day.
On the issue of drugs, is it accurate that you are considering an executive order to reclassify marijuana under the control?
We are considering that, yeah.
Are you planning?
Because a lot of people want to see it, the reclassification, because it leads to tremendous amounts of research.
So in August, which was 4 months ago, he talked about reclassifying Mary Jane. Here we are now in December, and he's still saying the same shit, just repeating itself. Count me out. If you were gonna do it, you would have did the shit already. It don't take months to decide if you're gonna reclassify some shit or not. Over 600 rescues across 10 counties. Washington is feeling it. Just look at this shit.
This is just crazy.
I agree with that guy.
This is wild.
Crazy.
You can feel the whole concrete shaking. Oh my God.
The extent of damage in Washington state is profound. After more than a week of heavy rains and record flooding, Governor Bob Ferguson said Tuesday there's more to come. More high water, more power outages, and more mudslides in the forecast. Now, as of Tuesday, there's only been recorded one death of a man who drove past warning signs of a flooded area. Key highways have been buried or just washed away. Entire communities are underneath water as we speak. Governor urges people that if you get an evacuation, to leave immediately. At least 100,000 people are underneath evacuation. Shit. Thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that's dealing with this right now. So tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, Donald Trump is expected to address the nation. Will you be watching? Now, the last time that Donald Trump formally addressed the nation was in November. This was after 2 members of the West Virginia National Guard were shot in the nation's capital. And as always, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated that Donald Trump is expected to address the nation of all his accomplishments this year. His historic accomplishments, I might add, but also maybe some new policies that he has in store for this upcoming year. Will he be speaking about those alleged checks that Americans are supposed to receive from tariffs, which he vowed that these paychecks will be dispersed to Americans by mid-2026? Or is this just another time for him to get on national TV and just ramble and talk about nothing? But again, will you be tuning in to this announcement that's supposed to happen at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight? This is a prime time address to the nation. Stay tuned. It's just another ordinary day in Chicago. Now, as I said before this video started, just a typical day in the Windy City. Road rage at its finest. Count me out. This man gets out of his car and goes and gets in this man's truck. Oh, wait. Then this guy proceeds to drive off in this man's truck trying to hit him. Count me out. Now, at this moment, no one knows why these 2 people got into it. But as I said, a typical day in the city, anything is possible. Road rage is a motherfucker. If you get that upset behind the wheel, maybe you don't deserve to be behind the wheel. Count me out. So today, ICE agents were spotted in Forest Park, right outside of Chicago. But are they playing paper, rock, scissors?
Shit, and you guys gonna pay for the shit that you do. You're a piece of shit. You guys are fucking losers. And that's why your Christmas is gonna be piece of shit, because you're a piece of shit.
Now, I'm pretty sure it's a few of y'all wondering, why is this lady so upset? Why is she all in their face calling them the B word? Well, let's find out the reason why. Count me out.
And you know what? Your fucking people threw a fucking canister on my chest and bruised the fucking shit out of me, you loser. But that's what you guys are doing. And I was at your trial, you piece of shit. And I hope you get what you deserve. I hope you get what you deserve.
Well, now we can certainly understand why this person is upset. Meanwhile, the look on his face was priceless. He didn't have nothing to say after she said what she said. But also, he knew his ass was being recorded, too. The sooner the Border Patrol police leave the Chicagoland area, the better. Because they honestly are just causing a whole lot of chaos. When your Amazon driver deliver packages, but also these hands? Oh, wait!
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
He doesn't have a job.
What's your name? How do you know? You his neighbor?
I don't know, but he doesn't have
How do you know? How do you know?
You are a professional.
He spit on me. I don't give a fuck about this job.
So we have another one of those fuck around and find out moments. So this guy allegedly spit on this Amazon driver. But what this motherfucker didn't know is not only that he delivered packages, but he delivered these hands. Count me out.
He spit on me. I have so many other boys to make money. I don't give a fuck about this job. I care about my self-respect and my dignity. I beat your ass because you spit on me, you bitch-ass nigga.
So no one wanted to call the police. They wanted him to stop recording so he can call the police. And you can tell that other motherfucker is just racist as hell. Not giving a damn that the man just said that man spit on him, talking about he not a professional. Clearly that motherfucker on the bike ain't a professional neither. But I bet he won't reach down in the depths and hark another spit on another motherfucker. As they always say, do unto others as you want done to you. And if you feel the need to do something different, be prepared for the consequences. Count me out.